Sam, you were part of the attempted deportation that took place on the 15th of December to Nigeria, where a charter plane was brought in from England to take a large number of men, women and children to Nigeria. What happened? When were you aware in the hostel that you were in that you were being picked up that day?
Yeah, I was in a Great Western House, Galway, at the main hostel. They came into my room on that very day, 15th of December 2010, around 4 a.m. in the morning.
4 a.m.
in the morning.
Did they use force to come into the room?
Yeah, actually it's kind of banging on the door. So I had a roommate in my room. We were three in a room, a very small room like that. And the other roommate that was close to the door, he woke up to open the door and they came in.
Okay. Did they take many other people from that particular hostel?
I was the only one that they were opportune to take.
How did they bring you to Dublin?
Yeah, when they came into my room that very morning, I was very far asleep. And getting up, I looked at them. They asked me a question, do I know who they are? I told them that you don't need to ask me that, and I have seen your uniform. Then I understand that you are a police officer. They now told me that they are here to take me back home to Nigeria. I said, no problem. I have my bag down there, packed. And then, will you allow me to go and get my shower? So will I go and take my bath? They said no. I said, will you allow me to brush my teeth? They said no. So they said, are you sure? Because I was having a kind of sleeping clothes on me. And I told them, will you allow me to take my clothes on? They said, yes. And I picked. In fact, I was so worried, I don't know what to wear. I don't know what to I just picked a kind of clothes and I put it on. In fact, I even forgot to take on the jacket because they are kind of rushing me up that we should go because of the time. So we left into a car, and the car was a private car. It was a bit scale that if a police officer should come and take me home, they have to come with their own car that I will recognize. But the car was a kind of private car, and we were in that car heading on to Dublin, and we got straight to airport. Actually, we stopped twice on the way to Dublin. And the second place we stopped was a filling station. The first place was also a filling station, and they bought a fuel there. The second place is also a filling station, and I told them that I want to urinate. Two guys has to follow me down to the toilet then. And there were about 3 people that were offloading stuffs. They are offloading goods into a store. And the store was somehow close to the toilet. To my surprise, the guys has to use their leg to open the door. They opened the door down. The people that were offloading the goods, they were looking at me as I was kind of urinating, and I feel bad that why would they be doing this to me? Open the door wide so that the other people that are coming in, then I'm not a thief, I'm not a robber, I'm not a thug. So if they want to take me back home, they should take me back home in a respective way. So we got to Dublin, and we went straight down to airport. On getting to the airport, I met some people right there, and a lot of baggage were there. So with the experience of what I had back home and the people that have been deported before, we are in contact before they gave me my own deportation order. So they told me that there's a terrible things going on in Nigeria because of the deportees. Like if you don't have somebody that will come and collect you at the airport, they might lock you up, they might put you in detention, something like that. And at times, your luggage, you might not find anything out of your luggage. You might not see anything. So it's a kind of having a conversation, a rough conversation with the officers at the airport there that the hand luggage that was with me and my suitcase, the one that I was having my suit in, I told them that I will not give you this because my hand luggage was containing my laptop and some other stuff that was valuable to me. I said, I will not give you this hand luggage, and they want to fight with me, that they want to collect it by force. I said, no, I can't give it. If the other goods, or if the other bags other luggage has to get lost, I don't care. But these ones, I will not allow it to be lost. Something like that. They are kind of argue with me, and they want to handcuff me. Based on, I do not want to allow them to have my bag. They want to handcuff me. So a man, there was a guard, 3 of them that came into my room, picked me to the airport. Then one of them came to me and now said, Sam, hold on, I will handle the bag for you. And I promise you, you will get all your bags back. You will get them back. I will handle it. Then I allow the man to have the bag because I gave it to the man. So they took some information from me, my names and every other thing. They now asked me to go and sit somewhere in airport there, which I called airport detention, because I met some people there and some kids were there, children were there, and the immigration officers were there. They are even more than we. They wanted to deport a lot of them. So I was like, what is going on there? What is going on here? What is going on here? Well, I have no option then. I have to sit down. In the airport there, the only thing they gave us is sandwich and water. From that morning till 6 o'clock that we were there, 6 to around 8, they only serve us 1 or 2 sandwiches.
What time did the flight finally leave Dublin Airport?
Yeah, the flight left Dublin something around 7:30 and 8 in the evening. So that means we were there since 4 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the evening.
Were the children, did you see many children there? How were the children being treated?
Yeah, the children at the airport, the parents of the children, they were complaining like, these children has to eat food, and this sandwich you serve them, they are not used to it. So they now promised them that they will get them something to eat. Later on, something around 2 o'clock or whatever, they get them McDonald's for the children to eat. And that's so, McDonald's and water, that's what the children with. And the children, like, some of them are tired, they just sit on the floor. Some were sleeping, some were crying. So that's it for the airport.
Did you see anyone handcuffed at the airport?
Yeah, no, at the airport, where we were at the airport, no one was handcuffed inside the airport. Well, when we boarded the plane, we were in the plane already. The rest of us were in the plane. Then a lady was brought in with handcuffs. In fact, they have to, about 4 or 5 guards has to carry her into the plane with handcuffed in her hand, and then they put it in her hand, and another one used it to join it with her bed. And in the plane there, they use another big bed to like tie her to the plane's seat. So while I was going into the plane, and the man, because of the pit, when we wanted to leave the airport, they asked us to bring our phone. And I told the immigration man that was with me, the escort that was with me, I told him, I said, why do you want to collect my phone? He said, no, I will give it back to you in Nigeria. I said, for what reason? Let me make a contact to my people back home that will come and pick me, that will come and collect me at the airport. He said, no. I said, if that should be the case, I will not leave this phone for you. If you allow me to make this call, then I will give it to you. Or if not, I will not give it to you. And they came to me for the second time. They want to put an handcuff into my hand. And that's what I don't like. I have to let go. I have to give it to them because I don't want the handcuff in my hand. So I allowed them to have the phone for the second time before we enter into the bus. And then the bus took off to the airport and we were in the plane.
Did you have any money when you were put on the plane? Any cash in case you needed it at the other end?
There is no cash with me before, because because we were not allowed to organize ourselves. Like I was told that I was told to report to GNIB on the 17th of December 2010, and my first time of appeared in GNIB was on the 13th of December 2010, and on the 17th of December 2010 they came to pick me. On the 15th of December 2010, they came into my room to pick me. So I was not allowed to organize myself, that get something on me or getting money on me. I don't have any money.
The plane, I believe, picked up at other parts in Europe, in Norway, for instance. Was that after they came to Ireland?
Yeah, I learned that the plane went to Germany, Norway, Austria, and England before it came to Ireland to pick.
Okay, and what happened when they got to Athens? That's when the problems...
Yeah, I think around 12 o'clock in the morning. We left the airport around 8 o'clock. We got to Greece 12 o'clock. When we got there, I think they wanted to pick another people into the plane, which they actually did. The immigration man that was with me told me that there are some people that came from the back door of the plane into the. Now we were there for almost 2-3 hours. Then we be curious that what is going on. Tell me what is going on. Why are we waiting?
You were still on the plane.
We are still on the plane for that 3 hours, and we are asking that what is going on. Tell us. Do you people want to kill us? Why are you treating us like this? We kind of worried. And the man now said, it's like the plane is fault. That the plane might not move anymore. They can't even detect what happened to the plane, the fault that the plane has developed.
What about the children? That amount of time on a plane was difficult. Must have been difficult using the bathroom. Yeah, even for the female and the children, it's somehow difficult for them using the toilet, because even the men, they don't allow us to go to the toilet because the plane was on the ground. They told us that when the plane is on the sky, then we can use toilet. The children there, they have to use water bottle. They have to turn out the bottle and they have to urinate inside the bottle. And the female, they don't allow them to go into the toilet for those 3 hours. They finally took you off the plane into the airport in Athens. What was the treatment like there? Did you get proper food and drink, and how were you treated there?
That's the most worst part of it, because we were at the airport there for almost 14-16 hours. We serve one dry bread. I don't know the name of the bread. It's a very small and dry, very hard bread, and the water. And the children were served crisps. Yeah, and the water. And I think they gave them a chocolate.
And that's the only sustenance you had within that time?
Yeah, that's the only food that we had. And even there, when we have to go to the toilet also, two guards has to follow us down to the toilet at the airport. I called those places detention. I called it detention because I could not imagine myself staying there for 16 hours when I have not committed any offense. They said that they wanted to deport me. I complied with the whole thing. I never told them that I will not go.
When you heard you were being brought back, did you know you were being brought back to Ireland? Did they tell you? What information did they give you? Yeah, it's like they are keeping the whole information. But due to the curiosity of we don't know what's going on, we have to be going to the escort that was with us that, please, what are you people doing to us? Let us know what is going on. Tell us what is going to happen. Are you taking us home, or are you going to leave us at the Greece here? Tell us, let us know. They now said they will take us back to Ireland. We are going back to Ireland because the plane will not
be going again to Nigeria. And that same plane that brought us to Greece will not be working anymore for now, because they don't know when they are going to repair it. They have to get another plane back to Ireland.
Okay, what was the treatment like on the flight back to Ireland?
Yeah, the treatment back to Ireland is a bit fair. You know, when we were coming, when we left Ireland, I could not eat the food they served us because the whole place, even the plane was dirty. It's an old plane. I observed that myself, that this plane is an old plane. Even the staff, the clothes on them is not neat enough.
Was it dirty?
Yeah, it's not neat enough. It's not clean enough to me. I have to tell them that. I told the immigration man with me, I said, I'm not going to eat this food.
The food did not look fit to eat?
Yeah, but on the plane back, the plane is a bit okay. Even the staff, they are well dressed. And the food served there is a bit, in fact, I hate that food.
It was better coming back than the Frontex plane that took you out?
And I think it was a Brazilian plane. It's called a Blue Panorama. But the one that took us to Greece was called Thomas Cook.
Thomas Frontex, I think, was the charter company.
Yeah, Thomas Cook.
Okay, so you landed back, and what happened when you landed in
Dublin? When we landed back, before we land, they promised us a lot of things. They told us that we are going to sleep a night in Baseski. Then we'll go back to our former hostel. Team, we will know what the government is going to do to our case. But on getting to Baseski, my ID was collected. Although the ID has been expired, they collected the ID, promised that they will give me another ID back. And second day, we were in DNIB office. To my surprise, they asked us to go back to Baseski. When we came to Baseski that night, the food there is cold, it's not good. Water is not running. And we've not taken our shower for 3 days. The water is not running, the toilet, we can't go to toilet. The whole system, there, the room were cold, very cold.
This was when there was ice and snow in Ireland, and it was very cold at that time.
But I believe that they have to provide a water. You are putting people somewhere, you should be able to provide a means for them. How are we going to get our... Even drinking water is not flowing. I told the immigration man at GNIB, I said, please. They told us that they are going to take us back to our former hostel. But now you are taking us back to Baseski. What the man will tell us is, fuck off. He told us, he said, fuck off. I said, what? He said that he is not the one that makes the law. That the law, the people that makes the law ask us to go back to Baseski. We should go and comply with that. I was even telling them there, I said, please, you don't have to treat human being like this. You are a human being, I am a human being. You don't have to treat me like this. If you want to treat me badly, take me back to my country. It's more okay than you took me back to Ireland and you still treated me bad. Up to today, they are still treating me bad.
And you're still in Valseskin House in Dublin.
Yeah.
You were not allowed to go back to your previous hostel in Galway.
That's what they told us.
Yeah.
That we will not be allowed to go back to our former place in Galway.
Okay. Sam, how long have you been in Ireland?
On the 20th of this month will be 2 years.
2 years. And you had a deportation order when?
On deportation, I think on the 6th of December 2010. That's when they served me the deportation, and they asked me to report on the 13th of December 2010.
And you complied with everything?
I complied with everything.